way life is. Owie. Yes. Welcome back to hashtag Just Sayin.
That's us.
That is definitely us.
Totally different shirt.
I'm wearing a different shirt too. We do it for Joe. My volume is all types of screwed up.
Mine's alright.
Aight?
Aight.
Alright.
Aight.
So listen. I know. So we actually now we actually got to spend the day last Saturday in and I'm using quotes for the audio people, haunted house. It was very
Good
fun.
haunted.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And we hope to go back.
Yay!
Yes.
I want to.
It's just I'm thrown. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we ended up. I figured we'd be there like an hour, and we ended up spending like half the day there.
They opened at 10. They closed at 2. We were there pretty much.
Yeah, the entire duration
Most of that.
almost. Yeah, but you know, they allowed it to happen, so they easily could have. You two get out of here.
Well, they were really cool about it. And
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. So last week,
This week went by quick.
didn't it though?
Finally, once.
Didn't it though? I know for once.
It drags like hell.
Last week, it was we explained at the end of the video, but I would just want to make sure that people understand. What had happened was, well, first of all, for the audio people, we record the first like half hour for the show, and we put it up on YouTube. And what had happened was we went a little bit long with the show. I mean, when you're cooking, you don't want to turn off the stove, right?
Right.
Yes, that's a great analogy, by the way.
Yes.
That's a great analogy. So it was like we were really going, and it was like so we didn't want to like stop, and we ended up apparently YouTube has an upload limit, so we had maxed. And it was just really crazy. So, because when we record the show, I know I'm losing. I can hear people being like, "I don't give a fuck." When, like seriously, I can hear.
Get on with it.
I can hear you all in my head. But the short version is, we record through the YouTube app and then we upload it. It's easy, and yeah, and it ended up not being easy. And it deleted our whole show. So we had to do an improv type.
It was a really good one.
Yeah, and because it was a really good show, we did we actually posted up, which we never do anymore. We posted up the entire show on YouTube. It's all audio, but we have some funny photos and stuff. Yeah. Which, I mean, which is like the best that we could do out of a bad situation. So
that was so disappointing.
That was really disappointing. And it's not like we spent like 2 minutes looking at it and then being like, oh no. Like, we're talking like a couple of hours we spent trying to figure out how to fix it, if there's any way we could save the video, like pull it from YouTube. YouTube doesn't make anything easy anymore.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Jeez.
I don't know. So, I'm still a little, that's like, you know, I blame myself. I'm still thrown from the whole thing. So, it was just a mess. But we did get the show done when we posted the show up, and hopefully you all liked it. I haven't looked at the numbers. I'm
afraid to.
I know. I'm too like. That's the.
That would have been a good one to watch.
Yeah, that was a really good show. Yeah.
With me cracking up and like crying so hard.
It was so funny. But not as, I don't want to down talk this episode. We don't know that this episode will be as funny. but it was just bad. So, but you know, you live, you learn. So we're not doing it that way.
Live and learn.
Yeah, so we're not doing it that way anymore. So that was, you know, burn me once, shame on me. Burn me twice, I'm taking your matches away. That's what I'm saying. That's it. No more matches for you, Billy.
You shouldn't play with matches anyway.
No, you shouldn't play with matches anyway. So last week, Sean started this list of Marvel actors who are staying and going and stuff. So, do you want to revisit your list and actually finish something? Because we'll start something and then it's like, oh, I'll finish that next week, and then we'll get sidetracked by something else. So
2.5 months later.
Yeah.
Well, let's finish this now.
Right. So just hang on. Can we just can we say the names of people who are staying or going? The ones that you did, just so people are all caught up.
The ones that we did last week?
Yeah. Just you can just say their name. You don't need to.
Leaving, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yay! Hate her.
Staying.
I'll help you. Benedict Cumberbatch. Love him.
Leaving, ? Chris Hemsworth.
Staying. At least for one more, he's doing Thor.
Staying, Brie Larson.
Yep.
Staying, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yay!
Staying, Michael Keaton.
Yes!
Staying, Tom Holland.
I can't get into that. We don't have that kind of time.
Unknown, Josh Brolin.
Right.
Unknown, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Staying, Paul Rudd.
Yay!
Staying, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. I like her as Black Widow, but that's about all that I, can deal with her.
Leaving, Anthony Hopkins.
Yes.
Staying, Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
Staying, Tom Hiddleston.
Yes. Love me Hiddleston.
Unsure, Zoe Saldana.
Yes. That's like you went way ahead.
Leaving, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And leaving, Robert Downey Jr.
I weep. I weep. I weep for RDJ. So now we're all caught up. If you want to, finish.
Mm-hmm. Leaving, Andy Serkis.
Yes.
Serkis.
So it's circus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got nothing. Well, he has to leave. His character died.
Aww.
Yeah.
Staying, Jon Favreau.
Yeah, he's Happy Hogan. Say that 3 times fast. Happy Hogan, Happy Hogan, Happy Hogan, Happy Hogan. Yes.
Oh, I got a comment for that, but I won't say it.
No, don't. Happy ending?
No, that sounds like something a guy would name.
Ah, okay. Yep.
Staying, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord.
Yeah. Chris Pratt got a lot of attention after the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and I couldn't really figure out why. I think it's because ladies find him attractive. I personally don't.
He's not British.
I know. Maybe he needs a British accent, and I'll be like, he's hot.
Try it, Chris.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't need me. He married Schwarzenegger's daughter. He's doing just fine without me.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Staying, Winston Duke.
Who did he play? Oh.
Mbaku?
Mbaku. Yeah, that's got to be Black Panther.
Yep.
There you go.
Leaving, Hugo Weaving. Red
Oh.
Cross.
Yeah, he's the Red Skull.
Well, it says Red Cross on it.
It's also Red Skull.
Oh.
Trust me.
I'd rather go with what you say.
That's right.
Staying.
Evangeline Lilly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Evangeline.
She's the Wasp in the Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah. She's the Wasp side of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Staying, Kobe
Smulders.
Smulders.
Yeah, she's Maria Hill, Agent Hill. She's actually been there for a while.
Actually?
Yeah, actually.
Stan, Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye.
Yeah, there's talk of giving Hawkeye his own show, and I'm just like,
Of course.
Well, no. I mean, well, because he's not strong enough. Ow,
Right.
he's not strong enough for his own film.
That's
I
so
can't.
good.
I can't like see a Hawkeye movie. You know, his character's not that strong.
Well, you know Hollywood today.
Mm-hmm.
To this person, there's nothing there. To us, let's try it.
Yeah,
If it sucks, blame someone else.
he did him last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
All right, fuck him. Stan, Sebastian Stan.
Yes, because he's getting his own show on the Disney Plus thing.
Ah.
So that's why he's staying.
Stan with a question mark. Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman! If anybody watches Sherlock, he's Watson. It was so funny, right? And you won't care about this, but other people might, right? So you had Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr., who did Sherlock Holmes movies, right? Robert Downey Jr., obviously Iron Man. Then Jude Law came in and was the bad guy in the Captain Marvel movie. Then you had Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, who were Sherlock and Watson in the TV show. And then they come in, and Martin Freeman was in Civil War. He was also in the Black Panther movie. And Benedict was obviously Doctor Strange.
Ah.
So there was two sets of Holmes and Watson in the Marvel Universe at the same time. It's very cool. I know I'm nerdy. It's all right.
Leaving, Michael B. Jordan.
Is he leaving? I thought he was coming in for the second Black Panther movie. Somehow.
It says here, technically, his character died at the end of Black Panther,
Oh,
making his,
spoiler.
making his return limited to flashbacks and dreams. Still, no
Okay.
villain needs to stay dead very long. Just ask Loki's Tom Hiddleston.
But he's not a villain. I'm telling you, Loki is not a villain. Change my mind.
It wouldn't surprise
Yeah.
me if he's leaving to do like a Creed 3 or something.
Oh yeah, he's in the Creed movies.
Yep, he plays Creed's son.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy that.
Stan, Michael Douglas.
Ah yes, he's Hank Pym in the Ant-Man movies. Why is he? Oh, because they're probably going to do another Ant-Man movie.
Probably.
I'm like, why the hell is he staying?
Stan, Karen Gillan.
Yes. Well, if they do another Guardians, she'll probably be in it.
Probably.
I like Sean's color commentary. Yeah, probably. That'll probably happen.
I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds good.
that'll probably happen, yeah.
Stan, Bradley Cooper, Rocket.
Yeah. I'm not a big... I know we have a friend who would totally disagree with me right now, but I'm not a big
Who?
Bradley... I know, right? I'm not a big Bradley Cooper fan.
Leaving, Haley Atwell.
Agent Carter.
Yep.
Peggy Carter. Yeah, because she got her happy... don't say it. She got her happy ending at the end of Endgame. There he
Lucky
goes.
gal.
Chuckle House. Yes.
Stan, Benedict Wong.
Yes.
Master Wong.
He was from the
That's
Doctor
so
Strange.
Wong.
Isn't it so Wong? You know what's Wong is that... you know what's wrong is that you had two Benedicts in the Doctor Strange. There's Benedict Wong and Benedict Cumberbatch. That's such a weird name.
It's funny how they kept
And there
his
were
last
two
name
dudes.
for that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually alright. He had a great line in Endgame. He was the guy in Endgame when he looked over at Doctor Strange and he's like, Doctor Strange is like, is that everybody? And he's like, what, you wanted more? There's like 10 million people like coming. It's like, you wanted more? This is everybody on Earth. Like, get to it.
Unknown about staying or leaving, Jude Law.
Hey, we just discussed him. Well, they want to do another, Robert Downey wants to do another Sherlock movie. Another Sherlock Holmes movie.
And that's why he's leaving,
Those movies are actually kind of fun with him.
actually.
Yeah, I mean, they're not very canon with the Arthur Conan Doyle stuff, but if you don't give a shit about that, then they're fun movies. Yes.
What she said.
Yes.
Now,
Now-
ends that.
Yeah, so I'm going to do something. This may or may not be fun. Oh, you know what? I know that I can have stuff to add to this, and I'm sure you can as well. So this is, we took a poll, and it was, people with thin walls, what have you heard in your apartment? You ready? It's like stuff, I remember when you lived in Weymouth, you'd hear all kinds of shit in your apartment. The guy downstairs jumping around. The person down the hall.
His two kids jumping around.
Yeah.
That he denied right to my face at the door. They weren't. They were in the room. Lying sack of shit. Shut up.
I had above me, we lived in an apartment before we moved to this house. I had a person above me, I call him Captain Lead Boots. Holy shit, it sounded like Captain Lead Boots was tap dancing upstairs. Oh, that woman walked so heavy, and she was a little thing. I expected to see like a plus size person. No, she's like twig. I'm like, how can you be so small and make so much goddamn noise? That's wrong. It's wrong.
Wow.
So here we go. So I expected a lot of sex
Me too.
stories.
That's the first thing in my mind.
Yeah. My old neighbor was a cam girl, and I could hear absolutely everything she said in every single session for a good 4 months. Google that if you don't know what that is. Pretty much learned the name of her clients. I work from home, and it was always a gamble whenever I had to meet with someone virtually. Can you imagine being on like a virtual meeting? And being like, okay, so we need to, marginalize these profits, blah, blah, blah. And behind you hear like, all right, I'll whip you.
Spank my ass.
Yeah. Where do you want me to put that? Tell me dirty.
Do me, baby.
So bad. I once heard a former roommate laughing with his then girlfriend about how they're fucking me over on money. Turned out they were taking my utility portion and buying various games and alcohol. Instead of confronting them, I confirmed what they had said with utility companies. The bills hadn't been paid in 2 months. And I moved all my stuff out the day while I was at work, the day while they were at work. For good measure, I took myself off the lease and told them that the girlfriend had been living there for 6 months. Ooh. Yeah.
Damn.
So I like that spun into like a revenge story. It's like, I got them. Don't you worry.
I got the last laugh.
Yeah. I can hear when my neighbors vacuum. Our building tends to vacuum together as a result. That's so nice. Get your vacuums, everybody. It's vacuum time.
They all do it to the tune of the Blue Danube. Dun, 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 dun. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Na 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 na. Bim, 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 bim. I hear my upstairs neighbor and go, oh, hey, I should vacuum. Haven't done that in a while. It's already noisy. Then my downstairs neighbor and my left-hand neighbor start vacuuming too. It's kind of hilarious. My right-hand neighbor doesn't vacuum with us, but she does sing opera while doing dishes. I almost went Ricola, and I had to turn that into something else. Like that commercial. Ricola. I can hear... I already did that one. Fuck me sideways. I already did that one. Heard my neighbor yell out, fuck you, man. If you don't like spaghetti, you don't like me. That is very strict guidelines for friendship. If you don't like spaghetti, you don't like me. Jeez. I once heard an argument that went a little like this. Stop treating me like I'm stupid. You asked if seahorses were mammals, Jessica. They give live birth. I don't know what live birth. I don't get that part of it.
Guess you have to be there.
Yeah. My upstairs neighbor taking turns zapping each other with a stun gun, hitting the floor, groaning in pain, and then laughing like Beavis and Butthead. Guys love Beavis and Butthead.
And we roll. And we roll.
What is it about Beavis and Butthead that dude's just like... Is it because they're stupid?
Yeah.
Okay. I never understood that. Every guy at my high school was like a big Beavis and Butthead fan. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I got the whole DVD set. No.
Alright. It's like fart humor. Guys love it. I don't get it. It's like, alright.
Cool. Cool.
I've heard and felt the upstairs neighbors having sex. And apparently they like to rearrange the furniture at least twice a week. Is that a euphemism? I feel like that's a euphemism. Careful. Don't come by today. I'm rearranging furniture. That might be a code. William, we do not hit. His mom was visiting. He's 30. William. Oh, hopefully he wasn't hitting his mom. That's horrible. In our old apartment, our upstairs neighbor had extremely loud, theatrically enthusiastic sex in the middle of the day. Theatrically enthusiastic. I'm interested. Like what? Like how? Are you yelling out Shakespeare in the middle of it? Wherefore art thou? What light through yonder window breaks? Just get at me! Oh, the puzzle was that he would stop in the middle and we'd hear him walk to where the bathroom is, stay there for a minute or two and walk back and resume in the bedroom.
What do? Check himself out in the mirror?
It was the same pattern every day. We could never figure out what it was all about. Was he doing cocaine in the bathroom?
I'll probably just have a Fonzie moment.
Mid-sex, I gotta go do a line? I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Not in my house, but I travel a lot for work and stay
Not me, but
yeah, I know. My friend, yeah. My friend's neighbor. I stay in a lot of hotels. So far, my favorite was hearing someone banging around in the shower for a while, and then they had this exchange. Loudly. Hey, wash my balls! Even louder. Wash your own goddamn balls! Yelling, fuck you, you stink! They got quiet after that, probably because they heard me howling with laughter and realized people could hear them.
I wish I was there for that one.
It's like, it's so funny. It's like when people realize that you can hear them. Because they were just oblivious to the fact that there are other people on Earth.
The person that can hear them.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we were in his or her apartment.
That must have been hilarious.
I don't want to be in the other one.
Lots of sex. That's 1. 2. My presumably constipated neighbor trying to poop. 5 minutes of grunting and heavy breathing. Someone snoring like what I can only describe as a diesel truck revving its engine. That's bad. A little girl practicing what I think was the violin every night for a while. Did she get better? I don't know.
Hopefully.
Someone blasting Middle Eastern music. I Shazammed it, and the song is called Mundian. I can't even pronounce any of that, so sorry. What sounded like a woman forcing herself to puke with crying. I don't know if she had food poisoning or was bulimic. Well, that's fucking weird. Don't tell me that. My neighbor being from India, belting out Hello by Adele at the top of his lungs was magical. Very nice.
Oh, shit.
Upstairs neighbors, a single mom and teenage daughter. They were very loud. The mom's room was above my room. One day I had off and was woken up by sex upstairs. It was pretty common in the previous couple of weeks. This time, though, someone came in and started screaming, "You're having sex in my bed?" Turns out the daughter had been skipping school, coming back to the apartment with her boyfriend. Ooh. They were the only ones having sex in my spouse's bed. The fight that ensued should have earned both women awards. Wow. Oh my goodness. The people above me bang at exactly this. See, I told you a lot of sex stories. At exactly 1 p.m. every day.
Those are the best ones.
I'm not here then most days, but when I am, it sucks. They have the squeakiest bed ever, and it's really loud. It sounds like it's in my room. The whole apartment can hear it. They really need to invest in a better bed frame.
Worse than WD-40.
Something. My friend's boyfriend doing Ace Ventura and Austin Powers impressions to make her laugh.
Alrighty then.
What? Oh, you'll love this one. What can only be described as my flatmate having phone sex while using Christian Bale's Batman voice.
Wow.
Yeah. Heard my next door neighbor yell, "You're only with me for the crack." Yes, I am, Tim. Now hurry up. It's probably making it feel itself. Poor Sean.
Oh, shit.
That pipe ain't gonna fill itself, I'm telling you. This is bizarre. My flatmates and I had a joke that if someone used the upstairs washroom, we would always shout, "Are you pooping?" One day, someone above the top floor, the third floor was studio apartment, screamed out, "How the hell do you always know?" Shot's pink. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Well, that can be a little disturbing if you're in the bathroom and you hear a disembodied voice yell, "Hey, you pooping?" That's messed up.
Oh my god.
I woke up one morning in a daze and started walking down my stairs. I live in a townhouse. And paused. I'm so sorry. I farted way louder than I had expected. My neighbor next door started laughing so hard from her living room.
Like this?
Yes. Pre-dawn, blizzard outside. Everything is still and quiet. Oh, I love his setup. It's very, it's almost romantic. I lit candles. My roommate and I heard a neighbor on the other side of the firewall fart. It was wet and deep. That is disgusting.
I can't breathe.
That's gross. It was like a baritone sax. And dude, calm down. He's crying. Sean's crying. And he exclaimed to himself in a twisted combination of awe and disgust, "Oh my God!" We burst out laughing and hear him chime in with pride, "Did you guys hear that?" Vindicated that it was heard forever in our memory. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. One day my neighbor was spontaneously singing the national anthem and stopped mid-line and cussed because they messed up the words. So I sang the correct line and they burst out laughing before coming back in and finishing the song with me. I still have never met this neighbor, but 10-10 on the voice. Nice. Yesterday when I was taking a poop, my neighbor was blasting classical music at full volume. It was the most majestic, relaxing poop I've taken in a long time. Try classical music while going to the bathroom.
Oh my goodness.
Just when you thought we wouldn't have any bathroom stories. Nasty. Girlfriend and I were laying in bed at night. It was probably around 11:30 when we hear our neighbor scream, "I fucking love tomatoes!" And that was all we heard. Who yells that out in the middle of the night?
Oh my god.
11:30!
That's so random.
That is random. And tomatoes are gross. I don't like tomatoes. You know what? I don't even like when tomatoes touch other food
Right.
I have to eat. I don't like that at all.
You get the juices.
Oh, you get that jelly shit all over everything. It's like, ugh. Tomatoes are gross.
Oh.
Yes. Heard through the wall of the bathroom, you've been a hoe, but now you're a freak. I don't know what's going on in that house.
Oh.
A young couple moved in next door. They had to be late teens, early 20s. Every day without fail, I would be unwillingly, that doesn't make any sense, hear dramatic arguments about how his family doesn't accept her, or he was texting girls. One time she yelled out, "You don't fight for us, Kevin!" I was so exasperated, yet so emotionally absorbed in their soap opera I had relentlessly been subjected to that I also yelled out, "God damn it, fight for her, Kevin!" It was followed by eerie silence. I know it was wrong of me. I know it was wrong of me to interject, but shit, man, what about me? What about my feelings? They moved out shortly after that. Fuck you, Kevin. Kevin, you should have fought harder, Kevin. I'm just saying. Back when I was starting to learn the violin and still sounded like a duck in pain, I lived in a cheap apartment next to a preacher and his family. I happened to be practicing one day, and they responded by turning their TV up louder and louder. When this failed to drown me out, I heard, "O Lord that art in heaven, may you use your divine mercy to cast out evil spirits that doth make that hellish noise like a billion damned souls." When that failed, the guy's wife went right up to the wall and yelled, "Whatever the hell that is, knock it off." It's like, that's not fair. I'm learning.
Oh.
My neighbor's cat will start crying randomly at 9 at night. I'll hear a very exasperated, "I'm right here," and the cat stops crying. "I'm right here." In college, I lived below a group of 18 to 21-year-old guys. My roommates and I heard a pretty intense fight one night and almost called the cops because it sounded like they were getting violent. It went on for half hour, lots of slamming, stomping, aggressive yelling. We couldn't quite make out what they were saying until we heard one of them yell, "Don't touch my fucking Pop-Tarts ever again." And he got in his car and left. My roommates and I exploded into giggles. Don't touch Pop-Tarts. They're a sacred treat.
Get your own.
Get your own Pop-Tarts. They're cheap. It's a couple bucks a box. Should be fine. My upstairs neighbor, I thought his bed spring squeaked, so I thought he was having sex or jumping on the bed or getting in and out of bed all day long. I had finally had enough, and I went upstairs and knocked on his door. He answered almost immediately, fully dressed. I just blurted out, "It sounds like you're having sex all day." He totally laughed at me and asked me to come in. I followed him in, and he used the second bedroom as an office, and it was goddamn office chair that squeaked. He sat on it, and it wasn't nearly as loud as it was in my apartment. I don't know if there's some sort of scientific engineering of floors or walls, but he replaced the chair and put a rug under it. He was the best neighbor ever. Then he got a girlfriend and was actually having sex. Yes, I heard that too.
Then I said, "Way to go, bro!"
I know that's not the chair.
Get her! Take it!
Put her in the chair!
Do it in the chair!
Oh, God, you're going to love this one.
Oh, good.
My upstairs neighbor was having a swingers party with the windows open so everyone could hear. So me and my ex yelled things like, "Pull her hair!" and "Slap that ass!" to laughter from upstairs. The next morning, we received a note on our door. It said we were both cordially invited to next week's swinger party. A quick look at the guests leaving later that day made the decision for us. There were a lot of dirty hippies in that group. Know where your line is, draw your line.
Well, it's nice to invite them.
Yeah. I used to have a bunch of tiny musical instruments hung on my wall, like a kazoo, a tambourine, and recorders and whistles. One night my neighbors were really going at it against the wall when I was trying to sleep. Every time he went in, I think I know what that means, I heard a thump, a moan, and my wall-mounted tambourine in what ended up being some kind of strange waltz beat. Boom. Yeah, I know.
And the faster you went.
Yeah.
Oh.
And,
Play that music.
and finally, my coworker recently bought a fourplex and moved into one of the units. We were cleaning the place one day, and all I hear is, "That's how you get hepatitis." This is a rough set of tenants. I'm sure they don't want the hep. That's how you get hepatitis. Be careful. My goodness.
I'm glad there's a lot of sex ones there.
I knew you'd be pleased with all the sex.
Yes.
All the sex. That's Sean's favorite. That's your favorite topic. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye to the podcast folks. Not the podcast folks, sorry. The YouTube folks. Wow.
All right, we'll say bye to ourselves.
Yeah.
Bye, ourselves.
Bye.
Have a good everything.
Yeah, see ya. Oh.
Peace.
See, it's been that kind of week. That's what my mind is fried. That's all. That's all I have to say about myself. So, thank you for joining us. We will see you next time. Be sure to check out other episodes because they're funny. Check out our other videos because they're good. Like and subscribe because Joe told you to.
Try to listen to our last one.
Yeah, I know. The last one was really good. Not that this one wasn't. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like, eh.
If you like it, spread the word, tell others, get them to subscribe and all
Yes.
that too, please.
Do it.
Do
All
it to
right,
it.
we
please.
will see you next time. I'm going to shut up now. Scarecrow will miss you most of all.
No, you won't.
Sean, I know I won't because I'm an asshole. Sean has got something to tell you if I can ever get there. Please tell them, Sean.
Have a good everything. Next time you're having sex, invite your neighbor too. Sure.
Invite your neighbor?
Yeah, they come up there and say, "Oh, good job." All right.
My
Get
neighbors throw dirty diapers at each other. They're not coming to my sex.
Get another friend for him and invite him over.